I've talked about how the gift of submission from God was a hard one to learn. And then, only second to that, actually, this may be even harder, is the inner directive to sit quiet and be, not do. When I have a revelation or work, inner work come up for me, I get excited by those discoveries or those memories, really, the recovery of those memories. And I want to rush on to the next thing, deepen my understanding, go on to the next lesson. But to really learn those lessons, you need to allow that information that you've just learned to integrate. And the only way you can learn to integrate, or that integration happens, is that you are still, which I'm really fucking bad at. And even more than still, because still is not idle. Maybe sometimes it is that, but this kind of still is a soft, sacred space. And its ability to hold yourself in being. It's simply being. And obviously, that's a tough one for me. Doing, no problem. Give me a brick wall, I'll run through it. Give me a rope, I'll scale it. Give me a book, I'll read it. Give me an assignment, I'll make sure it's done. Task. But the actual reclamation of me, that is infinitely harder. Isn't that amazing? That for me to sit with myself, unadorned, and simply be with me. The stories come up, but you let them pass by. And you let yourself just be. And I'm better at it than I used to be. I would invent, like when I started meditation, you suddenly your mind is filled with your monkey list of, I can't sit here, I have to do this, this, and this. And I was able eventually to escape that. So this is a similar thing, but it really has to do with your comfort level with yourself and God and your soul. So when you break new ground on learning a lesson, the really wise, wonderful thing to do is to sit with it. You can turn it over in your mind, but don't pick it apart, don't mull it over, just let it sit. And that's the hard part. Because little by little, by accepting this new idea, this new way of seeing yourself, this new lesson, it needs time. And to put it quite literally, it needs time to set off the new nerve function. So you're you're literally changing the physical topography of your brain. So then you've really internally, physically learned the lesson. You never learn the lesson until two things, right? Your brain has been altered to learn the new pattern, and you've shifted the energy of the old one through your body. So you can be as determined or have as much willpower or as much analytical ability as you like. But if you don't shift that energy and you don't allow your brain to create a new pattern, the changes won't last. You'll lapse. And the ego's so tricky, you can lapse in extremely subtle ways and not know it. So another raw day. But I love the raw. I wouldn't come on this channel and make the statements I do if I didn't think that there was truth in them. I offer them as my testimony. And I'm not afraid to look ridiculous doing it or emotional. That doesn't scare me. So today, take 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 3. Try for 5. And sit. Don't repeat a mantra. If you want to like kind of look inward and try to feel where the energy is moving in your body, sure. Try to unplug from your conscious mind. The way I do that is I read a book a long time ago. I don't even know who to credit it to, but as thoughts come up, you trap them in a soap bubble and you let them float away. So you're not suppressing them, you're not denying them, you're simply gently letting them float away, and then you recenter. And do it as many times as you need to. But try to just be. Try to just be. And then it's going to be my challenge for today too. And I will see you tomorrow.